would definitely help. And supporting Black businesses is a way to funnel money back into our community. So the first business, and I think they're still having a Cyber Monday sale. I'm actually saying the day that I'm doing this, but they're having a Cyber Monday sale, and this is Melanin Apparel. Melaninapparel.com is a website you can go to get clothes, home decor, different accessories, all involving our people and our liberation. I'm I'm a big fan of representing who you are on your clothing. That's why a lot of times I may lean heavy into clothing lines and things of that nature, because Black folks spend a lot of money every year with clothing designers, with people outside of our community who can give a fuck about the actual progress of our community. So websites like this and companies like this who provide quality clothing, because that's the tiebreaker, family. I'm not going to ask you to give your money, not purposely ask you to give your money to someone who's Black but doesn't respect your dollar, who doesn't give you quality product. The tiebreaker between a company like Melanin Apparel and a white-owned company who sells clothing is the fact that you're Black. If your quality isn't up to standard, if you don't treat me a particular way, I may want to share some things with you, but even that has to be done correctly, because sometimes when we don't like what Black people produce, we highlight the negativity opposed to the positivity. So it's all a balance, family. But at the end of the day, Black Wall Street is something that we speak about and something that we want to emulate, but we have to put in the work to actually get there. So anybody that knows a Black business, please do me a favor, family. Send me an email to the melanatedpod@gmail.com if you know a Black business that does business nationally, even if they don't have a website. I prefer a website, but even if they don't have a website, that's fine, as long as they're able to ship their products and provide their products to everyone around the country, because I have fans in in all parts of the country. So it's important that all of us can be able to access your products and order them however you see fit. Some people that I promote may have just a Instagram account where they sell their products off. But if it looks official, if they're consistent, if they're professional, then that don't matter. They'll get to the point where they have a website and they'll be bigger, and all of that is dependent upon how we support them, right? So it all goes back to support. So melaninapparel.com, they have a Cyber Monday sale currently. Christmas is coming up. I'm not a big proponent of Christmas at this time in my life, but I understand the need to build with family. I understand that's a time that to provide certain things for your children, whether toys or educational items or whatever the case may be. So I understand wanting to give gifts to people. So Melanin Apparel is a great website. You can get shirts, you can get different accessories, you can get sweaters, you can get hats. Some of the slogans are heavily influenced by Black liberation. Some of them aren't. But the point is, family, we spend billions of dollars a year on clothes and materialistic items. I just want us to circumvent some of these funds into people who look like you, so we can improve the economy, so we can improve our lot in politics, so we can improve our overall standing in this country. And to me, supporting a Black business just speaks to your level of unity. It just speaks to your level of togetherness. You know what I mean? That's one of the first steps you can take to just being on code, which is something we're going to talk about today. If I haven't mentioned, this is the Melanated Convo podcast. Thank you for everybody tuning in. Please like and share the video. Today, I'm doing it solo, no guests. Typically, we do have interviews, and I like interviewing people from the community who have businesses, who are just parents, who have insightful information that I think the family can benefit from, right? Today, I'm doing it solo. We're going to talk about the brother Young Dolph, RIP to that brother. We're going to talk about the Kyle Rittenhouse situation. We're going to speak a little bit on Ahmaud Arbery's case and the outcome in the court system. So we're going to take a look at that as well. But please do me a favor, family, and go to melaninapparel.com. A lot of cool shirts. Let me see here. Let me do a little digging through the website. So you can get t-shirts, you can get sweaters, you can get hats. There is home decor. This is a website I have been advertising for a while here. Again, 90% of the places that I mentioned, I frequent myself, or at least attempt to get something from the company, excuse me, before I present it to my people. But again, man, we need to support each other. That's really important. So go to melaninapparel.com, get yourself a t-shirt. Excuse me, family. There are holiday items, so you can get Christmas shirts that, again, sometimes will have a Black liberation slogan, so to speak. Sometimes not. Sometimes just something cool. You feel me? So all the time when you supporting somebody Black, it doesn't have to be nothing that's revolutionary as far as the shock and awe of the information on your garment. That doesn't have to be the case all the time. Sometimes you can just get something that's dope. But as you see here, they got the stockings with a Black Santa. I think Black images in all regard is just more of a empowerment statement for our people and our children. You know, worshiping a white Jesus, worshiping a white Santa, worshiping goddamn white bunnies for Easter. I mean, you know, we have to change the narrative at some point. So I appreciate this website for what they do for our community, and we express ourselves through fashion. That's another reason why I mention fashion a lot, because this is how we express ourselves as melanated Black people. So I'm not going to front like we don't spend our money, like I mentioned a few seconds ago, on material items. And I don't mind that as much. I mean, shit, if you look at pictures of Mansa Musa, he's a king, but we just have a certain aura about us based on our melanin and our lineage. So I rock with that. But let's just, take a little bit of those funds and put it into some of our businesses so we can prosper the way we need to. Because again, I'm talking about Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm talking about Young Dolph. These are situations that Black economics could possibly affect in a positive manner. I like that one. Randy Watson World Tour. For everybody listening to this on the digital platforms, I am on. I post the video of the show on YouTube. If you want to see the visual of the Black businesses or anything else that I'm showing while I'm talking, you can go to the Melanated Convo on YouTube and subscribe there as well, so you can join that family. You feel me? So go to melaninapparel.com, family. Do that today. Support our people. Let's get this thing popping. You feel me? Now, next and last Black business, I'm going to try to make the Black business segment just a little bit quicker, because I'm passionate about it, man. You know what I mean? I want us to understand the importance of supporting us. Like, family, you don't have, if you think about the grand scheme of things, how many years you actually have to live on this planet, how much time you actually have on this earth, right? It's important that you maximize that time. It's important that you do what can be helpful as much as possible. I understand raising your family. I understand focusing on what you have to do to improve yourself. These are all positive things. But if you Black in America, in my opinion, family, you have a responsibility to do what you can to improve our standing. That can be as minimal as, shit, picking up trash and being a good father or a good mother and just communicating correctly and learning something about history, or that can go to the extremes of starting an organization, being a part of an organization. We just have to be aware of how we've been treated in this country and where we stand in this country. And then whenever you want to do with the information after that is on you. But it's important that we create an understanding based on these things, where every nationality has had their strife and their issues in different ways. Every race, every nationality has had that. We are a particular people who are either you're a stolen African or you're an Aboriginal person who has been here since the beginning of time. Regardless, we've been getting fucked over by this system in many different ways, a lot of them systematic. So we have to kind of unpack these things to realize why Black men would kill a Young Dolph or all these other 200 some odd fucking rappers that have been killed over the past few years. We have to analyze this, and just to say they stupid or they just doing fuck shit. Well, maybe it's because of the conditioning that's been placed on their people over centuries and centuries. Maybe that got something to do with it. I don't know. You feel me? So let's get into it. The next Black business, real quick. This is my homeboy Khalid White. I always support this brother. I interviewed this brother on my platform a couple times. He impressed me because he's a black man who is a professor at a college, but he's cool. Like if you hear him talk, if you sit down with him, if you have a conversation with him, how his swag is just like any rapper we know or any entertainer we know. And I make that point because all too often we idolize celebrities. We idolize people based on their lot in life and how they're and how cool they are. You know what I mean? Some of this shit needs to be recontextualized at this point. So this is a brother who is a professor. He's an author. He sells clothes here on this website. Blackempower.com is the website. Family. That's BLKMPWR.com. I'm gonna do a better job of being audible with some of this information because I understand I have listeners who are listening to this digitally as well. If you're working out, if you're at work, if you're just chilling, thank you for listening to the show. So it's blackempower.com. On the website, you can find his books that he sells. He has a couple children's books. He has clothing again that highlights the empowerment of our people. Hold on one second. Let me see something. He has clothing. There goes the clothes that highlights the empowerment of our people. That's important to me. Here are the books because he is a junior college professor. And we've had some great conversations about the difference between a young person starting in junior college opposed to a four-year university. So he has a book called Teaching Men of Color in the Community College, a guidebook, basically. So that book's available. He has a documentary about fatherhood. That's one of the initial ways that I've, found out about the brother. He has the children's books as well. I don't see the children's books, but he definitely has them. So this is my brother, man. This is Khalid White. Go to blackempower.com. Sometimes we have to mix it up. Like if you getting your family something for Christmas or something for their birthday, I don't mind shopping at any store, buying items from any company. We understand we're 13% of the population. We understand that most of our communities are inundated with Walmarts and institutions that aren't really black people, but that's fine. Just find a way, family. Find a way. And like I always mention, if I'm not talking about businesses that you think are fly or up to your standards, send me businesses. Send me businesses. The melanatedpod@gmail.com. Send me businesses. I'll talk about those businesses. But this just is a part of our brain that we need to tap into, family. So he has his clothes, he has his books. Blackempower.com, which means Black Empower, education, empowerment, and equality or equity, which they go equality and equity go hand in hand, in my opinion. But this is my brother. Please support the website, buy his merchandise. And some of us, right? Some of the people in the community who sell clothes or start businesses of this matter. Sometimes I speak to people who make it seem as if they're scheming or they have a nefarious plot attached to them wanting to sell you particular items. That's not the case, family. How it works is if you are operating outside of the system, if you are attempting to be creative in a way that may offend people in the dominant society, it's important that you go to your people for support. You know what I mean? It's important that you go to the very people that you consider your constituents. It's important that you go to them to fundraise and to make sure they understand how important your mission is. And a lot of this shit can't pop without money. Like you can be as conscious as you want to, you can be forward thinking as you want to, but a lot of your hopes and dreams shit ain't gonna get accomplished if there isn't some financing somewhere available or backing it. You feel me? So go to blackempower.com. That's BLKMPWR.com. Go there today. Clothes, books. My homeboy got it popping. You know what I mean? Black folks in America, we need to realize that at times, shit, all the time, actually, we're in charge of who's popping. If we begin to support something immensely, the dominant society will do the same thing. So let's keep that in mind. You feel me? So those are the black business for today.